Wow. Hey guys, welcome back. Wednesday, January 27th, 2021. I think this is crazy. It's unprecedented, I think, what's going on a little bit. At least since my time of observing. This is either just gonna be a short little correction slash rotation slash divergence in the market for a couple days, or this is the beginning of all sorts of legislation stuff changing, I think, in the stock market. Um, Starting with these short squeezes going on from really, I think Wall Street's bets really started it up. I think starting with that, now there's all the stocks that are shorted are just going crazy. Even in the European markets, I've heard European stocks that are shorted heavily are just shooting up. So we'll see how this changes things going forward. We did get a lot more exposure today. The account is swinging all over the place, even as we're talking. 7,900. Yeah, we're up right now. We're up 610 on the Webull for today. We were up 8,500 at one point, so like 1,200. But yeah, it's right now after hours. It's swinging all over the place. AMC swinging, GME. So I bought AMC. Bought this one kind of at a bad spot. Bought it right here. Too early. Came down, but at the end of the day, we were up 400 bucks on it. But now it's after hours. We'll see what happens. It's down a bit now after hours. Also bought BlackBerry, and this one is also tanking after hours, but I think I'm gonna hold these all till, I don't know, Friday, most likely. On the hourly chart, they're still, I mean, I don't know, you can't really just look at the look at the charts on these kind of things. These are all way overbought, but yeah, we'll see how they run. And GameStop, we bought into GameStop right here. Timed this one a little bit better. Was considering not buying it, and then seeing this candle and over the 9 moving average, then coming up over VWAP, I was like, all right. So I started with buying some of these, and then I put more into GameStop. And so yeah, it's done well today. It was up and down a lot. We came back, we were actually negative a little bit today, and then most of the day was up 400, 500. So in GameStop, we've got $3,600 in equity. It cost us 3,100. So we put 3,100 in GameStop, and then 1,000 in the other ones, BlackBerry and AMC. I jumped into Naked Brands. This is what's going crazy. Like just random penny stocks right now are going nuts. I think there's a big just rotation in the market and maybe a divergence. I'm not sure, but Naked shot up. Jerome Powell's talking about not regulating things and saying that's not his job, basically. It's other people's. So yeah, I don't know. That was bullish on Naked. I think the news I did see on Naked was that they're not going to force delisting stocks that are under $1. That was kind of the thing. So Naked went from 30 cents, and today it went up to I don't know, $1.70. So crazy runs today on Naked. I put in $1,000 on that, which is almost 1,000 shares. We got it right here. We'll see what that does tomorrow. I mean, that could, I don't know, penny stocks with low floats. I don't even know what the float is on this, but this might be 1,000%er tomorrow, which would be sick. But yeah, I'm holding GME overnight, BlackBerry overnight, AMC overnight. So some of me wants to just, like, after I bought them, just wanted to walk away and not look at it, and then I also just wanted to watch it, of course. But to me, it stayed pretty strong, all of these. There has been some news, so I'm not sure if Melvin Capital actually pulled out and covered their short or not. That was the news from CNBC, but people are saying it's not true. I'm not sure exactly, but this is still heavily shorted. I think either over 100% or just under 100% of the shares are shorted. And then there's other hedge funds that are long on it. Chamath, I think it's Chamath, the Indian guy. He's long on it. I heard him on CNBC today. This is like a Occupy Wall Street type thing, like retail versus Wall Street. And yeah, so I think it's having an effect on the entire market. As you see today, the SPY dumped. I mean, 2.4% on the SPY is huge. 3% is like, if it drops 3%, that's like I think like a 2% chance it'll do that in a single day. But yeah, today it dropped 2.5%. So that's crazy. I'm thinking tomorrow it's probably gonna bounce some, but I'm gonna probably be buying UVXY calls or SPY puts on a bounce. because I think it's just entered bearish territory. Red candle underneath the 9 moving average. This whole rotation into just penny stocks, meme stocks, and even, I mean, hedge funds guys are getting on it too. They want their hedge fund to do well. So, I mean, there's a lot of big money into GameStop, not just retail. There's a ton of money into GameStop. And this is just one of the crazy ones that are doing crazy moves. And so I think that might take the market. That's what I'm saying. This might be the beginning of something happening a long time, like some fundamental changes, or this might just be a 1 or 2 day, or maybe just the rest of this week event where, okay, GameStop had this squeeze in January, the beginning of January or the end of January, great. But I don't think it's going to be like something like COVID, which is what this was. But when COVID started, it was like, okay, yeah, this is crazy. It's, every day it was like, okay, this is gonna drop right here. It's gonna bounce, and it's just gonna be like, okay, this new little virus, kind of like SARS and all the other ones that did something like that. And then it just day after day after day after day after day. So, wouldn't hold it past the market. I don't think it's gonna be a crazy sell-off, but just change. I think we're gonna be bearish now, and it might end up just being something like this, just a little consolidation on the S&P 500. But I think it's a pretty big rotation out of, these old traditional, the FANG stocks, and people are rotating into these crazy stocks right now. So I don't know how else to word it or to see it, but that's what I'm seeing. And I mean, you can see it on my long term. So this is a past week. This has been crazy. So today we were, for some reason, after hours yesterday, it tanked. And then that could have just been Robinhood glitching. But then today, this thing ran up crazy. We're up 28.5. And a lot of that was because these rocket calls. But then now, by the end of the day, we're down. That's Tesla. Tesla's taking after hours because of earnings. I actually sold one share today. The new earnings was coming, and I don't like how much Tesla has been swinging my account. Basically, it's ballooned since I bought it at 386, and it's been up over 100%. So I'm like, I don't want. It was 30% of my portfolio. Now it's 26. So I'm just kind of trying to spread it out for a little bit for now. Yeah, and I thought this is a good time before earnings because they probably will go down on earnings, and here they go. But anyways, yeah, if you look at the long-term stuff, a lot of this has gone down. Corsair ran up a bunch today, but then it kind of came down, and I don't know if these came down with the spine, kind of the overall market, if it was having downward pressure on them or what. But Corsair was up 25% today, up here, $49, $50, which finally we've been waiting for this to break out. Look at this thing. That's crazy. I'm still in it, so just jump around here. On our E-Trade, we've got these Corsair calls. We're up 650% right now, but these were up 1,100% today. So it's up $1,700. They're up like $2,300, $2,400 on a $269 play. I've got 8 contracts, the 65 calls for February 21st. So yeah, 65, it's way out of the money, but I don't know. I thought maybe we'll go there. Anyways, so that came down. I was actually so I actually had an order out to sell a call just to lock in my profits, because I could have sold a call. I could have sold one of these 8 calls. I could have sold one back. Not sold it, actually shorted one. I was not selling these back. I bought 8 and I would have shorted one. So sold a different call with a lower strike for like 360. So I would have totally covered this position. And then the 7 would have been naked. So I would have been legged into it basically. But I didn't. It was, as you can see down here, it was just too high, and then that's when Corsair started tanking. But it's okay. I'm still bullish on it. I think it'll be good. So we'll wait. Same thing kind of happened to Rocket too. Rocket went up crazy today, and this is actually after a couple days. This was slow, and then this day, the 25th, it ran up. 26th consolidated. 27th today, it ran up, but then it really dropped too. And I think this was probably just with the market, with the overall market. But if you look on the daily, yeah, this thing broke out and it's going nuts. So this is these calls we have on here. These are up 100% today, so they're down 60%. Once these get up closer, we've got a lot of time on it, March 13th. So once these get closer to the money, either $26, I'll leg into it or sell one to make it free or do something like that. But I mean, these have a chance to make a ton of money. Same with the Corsair ones, honestly. If I'm patient and don't just paper hands it and just hold, which shouldn't be that big of a problem because they're not huge positions. At least I'll leg into it. Yeah, all right, now let's go over this Webull account. So as you see, I showed you GameStop, AMC. Wow, AMC is really tanking aftermarket. It's just bouncing all over the place. I'm holding. Probably till Friday, maybe even longer. BlackBerry, let's see, after hours. BlackBerry's kind of selling up too. It's hard to know. GameStop, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm happy I'm in here at this point. 290. It's crazy to hear myself saying that, because yesterday when it was at 80 something, I was like, I don't want to pay that much for it. And then I saw it running here and I'm like, well, the Webull, you know, I don't have any settled funds. My cash isn't settled. If I sell it the same day, it'll get a good faith strike. Yep. And then that thing just melted up. And then Elon Musk tweet, boop. And then the Indian Katham or whatever investor, I think that was actually during the day. He invested, I don't know, $250,000 in some calls. Look at this, and then this, then 360. And then I think the Indian investor, Katham or whatever, I heard he sold his calls, which isn't very cool, but I heard he sold them. So he basically 3x'd that or more, depending on when he bought them. But yeah, if I bought the 1,000 down here, I mean, some of you guys got to be making good money. I'm gonna look at some of your channels. You're talking about 80% of your portfolio in GameStop, and hats off to you. I'm not young or in that position anymore. I guess young enough. I've got mortgages and families and kids, and I can't be doing stuff like that. But I'm happy with the exposure I have. This naked one just kind of went crazy. Hopefully this one goes nuts. AMC, GameStop, Trateris. This one's been kind of swinging all over the place today. As you saw, it was up a lot and then came down. This is kind of bullish, I think. Lower highs, higher lows, or higher highs, higher lows. We'll hold that. We don't have any buying power. I spent it all. Sketchy. And then E-Trade, I'll quickly go over E-Trade. So, yeah, so AMC, remember we had covered calls for $9.50 in this thing this morning. And I kind of rushed it a little bit. But I was like, if AMC goes crazy today. So around here, I don't know where exactly, but I had to buy back that call. I was like, I'm not going to cap my upside. Buy back that call. I bought it back. It cost me $1,000 to buy it back. Yeah. So to put this into perspective, I spent $438 on 100 shares of AMC yesterday. Okay. I sold a covered call, made I think $80 for what was the call on even? It was like a $9.50 strike. Okay, and then today I'm spending $1,000 on that same call. So someone spent $83 yesterday and it turned into $1,000. I'm spending $1,000 to buy that back. So basically, if AMC tanks, I'm gonna lose in this play, because the only way I'll make it out good is if I sell my shares right now, and then I would have made, $200 maybe. So basically, my cost basis for AMC went up from $438 up to like $1,400. Yeah, kind of where it's at right now, something like that. So, anyways, we'll see. I've been burned by selling covered calls like that too, especially too early. You want to wait till the momentum's changed. I mean, I didn't know this was going to happen. I was like, oh, it's got a huge run. But yeah, anyways, I'm invested in AMC on this one too now, the swing one. So bought that back. So, I mean, we're looking good on it. This is fine. Corsair will leg into at some point. Tilray shot up today. And did it sell off too? I think a lot of stuff kind of just got pulled down by the market. Yeah, I think this is just, I don't know what this is. I think this is getting pulled down by the market. But this Tilray option was looking awesome today too. It was up a couple 100%. Yeah, this was up at like 600%. Our gain today, I think, is like 20 something hundred. Oh, okay, the biggest play. The biggest play's on here. Airbnb covered call. I'm gonna roll that over on Friday. UVXY is shooting up right now. Like I said, tomorrow I'm probably gonna scale in and buy more if the SPY bounces. These are only two options. These aren't gonna be worth a whole lot, but yeah, we'll see what happens with those tomorrow. ACB came up. X Steel's shooting up too, which maybe it's found a bottom. That'd be really nice. And it tanked also. I think that's what the market. Yeah, so I don't know. That was on Biden's speech. Okay, so here's what we did. I looked at shorted stocks and I came up with a list. It was like, I can't remember where it was. Oh, it's so stupid. This article, this was free, and now they're saying you have to subscribe to get it. Anyways, basically it was Dillard's, which is DDS. And then I'm looking through all these ones that are most short, and I'm like, these have all been running up this last month since like the beginning of January. And I look at GameStop, it's the same deal. Look, Dillard's shooting up. That's January 13th, 14th, 15th. All these shorter ones have been running up. I'm late. I'm late. This one tanked today, but Dillard's was one. And then I looked at premiums, and Express had crazy premiums, highest premiums of anywhere in the market. Like, oh, I don't even know if this one's shorted that much, but I think it's maybe just kind of like classic meme store stock, and it seems like all the classic stuff just wants to run right now. I'm not sure. This one's probably shorted somewhat, and it's just like a penny stock right now. So penny stocks are going crazy. SPY's dumping. That's what I'm seeing. So what I did on Express and GameStop, actually, I just wanted more exposure, and with the premiums being so expensive, can I see these still, please? Nice. Implied volatility is 413%. That's outrageous. They don't even have a strike higher than 7 on Express, so I'd be paying $600 for this call right now. Same with GameStop. Like, you're paying crazy premiums. Yeah, you can make a bunch, but if it turns against you at all, it's going to collapse quick. This was that 10 grand? Yep, 10 grand for that. So with that, I decided to do credit spreads. So if you're not familiar with credit spreads, it's basically selling a put, but I don't have enough capital to cover the cost of the put in case it goes down. I get exercised. So then you buy a put also. So these are put credit spreads. So I did on Express. I'll show you this one first. So it's a 6-7. So basically I sold the $7. Sorry, I use Webull charts. This is confusing, probably going back and forth. I sold the $7 put that expires on February 19th, and then I bought this put. So there's a difference in those prices, and that difference is the credit I'm receiving. So as long as Express stays above $7 by February 20 or 19th of February, I'll keep that credit. So I'll show you right here. So I'll analyze. So here it is. Max loss is $483. It's nothing for a $1,600 upside. And this is telling you probability. I mean, this you can't really go off of that because this thing's so volatile. But basically, here's the chart. If it stays above $7 by expiration, which is February 19th, then we'll keep that, and yeah, it won't cost us anything. We'll just gain $1,600. So I did that on Express, and this one, since it's a longer expiration, I don't know how long this short squeeze or this thing's gonna run, but I'll probably be closing out of this one sooner rather than later. I mean, this has a lot of upside, even though it's way overbought, and I think Express is a dead company, but we'll see. So the risk on this one's nothing. Typically, credit spreads are the other way around for me. I'll be risking 1,600 to make 483, and then it's, you know, it's very likely play. So the percentage will be the same as this, but it's not nearly as volatile. The high volatility, though, is giving me the high premiums, which is making it worth it to do it. GameStop. I don't know why I'm talking quiet. Sorry. It's today's been crazy. I'm fried from the last few days, just staring at my screen, listening, watching, or reading. So here's my my GameStop. I wanted more exposure to it, so here we go. 300, 310. It's pretty aggressive. So 310 is right here. So basically, it has to stay above 310 by Friday. Some of you GameStop nerds are like, dude, it's gonna go to 1,000 by Friday. Yeah, it might, but it might go down. And if it's $80 below 310 on Friday, I get screwed on this one. Not crazy though. This is what's nuts about this play too. Max loss, $1,700. Max profit, $3,290. So this is my bigger exposure to GameStop. I mean, these percentages for probability for maximum profit, like, again, it's volatile, so that doesn't mean a whole lot. But basically, I have 5 of these, so I sold 5 of these, and then the Express, I've got 21 of these. So what we can do, and if GameStop goes up 100% tonight and opens up tomorrow, this thing, you know, I might be up 50% on this or whatever, and then I could sell some, scale out of it, whatever. But if it doesn't, this one's going to stay kind of just bounce around. So that's why this number, today's account gain, oh, you can't see it. It says today we gained. Let me move this over, actually. No, just do it good. Do it good. No, do it good. Come on. No, don't do that. My computer is stoked right now. Just, yes, thank you. Thank you. Today's account gain, it's like 2,400. Year to date, it's that. Basically, it's because, is this thing, the spreads on the GME. So it says we're down $725 right now, but we're not. That's just because after hours and the spreads. Look at this, $1 bid, $1,500 ask. Because we have multiple contracts we bought and sold. That's always how credit spreads work. Okay, after hours, Facebook was dumping because of earnings. Tesla was also dumping. I want to look at these really quick because we have Facebook puts from a long time ago. Is this real? Oh, what? Huge dump, and then it's maybe kind of fake, kind of a fake out. Let's look at Tesla. I sold 1 share of Tesla, guys. I think I already said that at the beginning of the video. Sold 1 share. It was ballooning my account, too much exposure. I don't want to swing my account that much, and I figured this was a good time because the earnings will probably tank it. The Tesla's coming down, and then the SPY's dropping. So this might be bearish territory, maybe for a bit. I mean, it might come back down to this range of 356. So yeah, just keep that in mind. GameStop, let's see, what's a Weeble? This thing was swinging so much. Now it's 7,960. When we started the video, I think it was 7,500. And this is after hours. This is crazy. So Naked's gone up, just as we've been talking, up 2%. BlackBerry down 7%. AMC's down 20%. I don't know about AMC. I mean, this is a risk. I don't think I'm risking $1,000. I mean, technically I am, but I don't think AMC will go to 0. Maybe I'll lose a few hundred on it. Needed more exposure though. GameStop is kind of staying flat. Now I'd like some news. I'd like some more tweets. I'd like some more hedge fund managers saying they're going long. Here's our long-term guys. Let me know the plays you got on any of these and what you think what's going on in the market. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Make sure to sub up, like up, comment down. Make your money, happy money. So stick around. Oh, and just for those who are wondering, sold SPY puts on our paper trading account. They were in the money, so I rolled it over because they're expiring today. I rolled it over. These are down already 60%, so I got 378 SPY puts expiring on Friday, and these will probably be, these will probably be in the money also. So I've got a whole lot more to talk about this actually, because I've been running simulations and stuff on when the market crashed and from COVID, just to see how to play it if we do get a lot of money in here and want to start doing stuff like this. But that's for another video. See you tomorrow, guys. Peace out.